And that was, so we had the drawing stream, and that was, now I'm currently drawing Joan Jones. And I don't know if there is any internet connection right now. Let me know if you're gonna look into it. Hi there. I hope the connection works, okay? Hello, can you hear me? Can you see it? You're back, okay. So this is what the stage, I had to leave the chat, like leave the another stream and start over. I don't know what happened. I couldn't reconnect, so now I'm reconnecting back, and well, that's not many of you guys. It's Chris and Plan3, but just give me your opinion if you like it. I got quite obsessed now, so now I'm going like a anyways, live trying to draw John Jones, and yeah, trying to put it all together. Okay. Let me know if the connection is still good. Half of the face, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know why that's like the connection. Anyways, okay, so this is where we're at. That is actually getting closer, I think. So I'm gonna get to the, put the second half of the face all together. Hola. Trying to, make sure this Joan Jones portrait, what I said, what I've been drawing now all this time here. It's gonna all come together. And yeah, it's gonna look better. Okay, let me know. You see, it's kind of coming to all together. Yeah guys, sorry, I got too obsessed, and like Chris knows, if I get obsessed over something, especially when I'm painting or drawing, that's just gonna be like, I'm not gonna rest until I finish it. but it's getting all together. I kind of like how it's getting there, you know, and this is like, I always make sure I find the ways how to make it work, you know what I mean? Like always find the ways how to make it look okay, at least. So yeah, I'll show you in a bit. I'm really gonna show you in a bit. Okay. Okay, that kind of actually, okay, let me know. What do you think about it? Okay, just look at it and let me know what you think about it. The ear is left. The head shape, I'm not sure. I need to make rather this wider or this more narrow. But yeah, I mean, at least the facial features, that kind of, you know, tired / bad look is there. I think looks, yeah, way better than it was in the beginning. But that's the thing, you know, if you play another stream that I had to stop and I had to start over, when you put the basic blueprint and, like, you know, it's like you need to make sure that it's at the right place pretty much, and you can adjust with the shadows, and then it lets you, you know, get to the point where you actually put it together, you put the character in, and, you know, stuff like that. Okay, that's one ear, and okay, well, we're almost there. Just making sure his hairline, like, and his head in general, gets in the right, like, right shape. Okay, I kind of like how it looks already, so just gonna make some shadows a little bit deeper. Yeah, I'm glad that you came back, guys. Okay, now let's just do a little bit of neck. Now just to make sure it looks good. All nice and smooth. So yeah, this is where we are. It's easier to draw with the darker pencils when you're drawing dark pieces. Like John Jones has quite dark skin, so it's very comfortable. I really enjoy doing it that way. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna stop at the neck. So now I'm working around the neck, just making sure it's all good. I'm gonna delete any extra stuff. Kind of like a portrait thing. So you see, yeah, making it like this. I would still make it a little bit wider, the beard. Just make it a little bit more, give it more volume. So make darker areas darker. I think we're getting to the last touches pretty much. You can always make it better, make eyebrows, cleaner and make it more spacious and stuff, but pretty much I think it's already there. Okay, so let's take a look. There's still, I think I could do it better, and there's still possibility to work a little bit more around it. But I mean, for the considering that I haven't been doing that for a long time, no sketching, nothing, and I'm just tried it first time in a while, and it was just a request. Well, how long did it take to do? I think less than 2 hours. I think it's not a bad result. What do you think? Yeah, there's still some. Let's just try to make it even better. Sometimes it's just smoothing out certain areas. Put it in the right. Make sure that there is a good transition. Some areas are not too light or too dark. You can always try to make it better, but at some point you also know, like, you should know where to start, where to stop. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's okay. I think, yeah, one more time. This is where we stop. I mean, his decision about retirement, it's another topic. Like, it was just, we did the poll in the previous stream, and the Jon Jones won. So there were several options, and most of people wanted me to draw Jon Jones, so that's what I did. But yeah. So, I mean, it's my first time doing a drawing stream, and yeah, basically you can check out my channel. It's definitely not about drawing and painting, though if you like those kind of streams, I can do more every now and then. But pretty much what I'm doing is training myself, sharing my journey in the training, and helping out with certain things, specifically with the boxing, because I have quite a long experience with training boxing, training others how to learn the technique and all of that stuff. So if you look at some other streams, it's about me doing boxing, and sometimes just sharing my training, sometimes explaining certain aspects to it. What else do I do? This channel starts from sprinting, so even though I haven't been done sprint training in a while, that's another thing I'm still keep my focus on, and I'll do more of it. Actually trying to do my best to organize it the way that I can do sprinting more often, and when I go back to Georgia, I'll do more of it. But in general, I'm a curious person. Always been doing different stuff. Sports combined with arts and music. You can check some lives where I actually host karaoke nights in the Red Buffalo Bar here in Vietnam in the Chang. So those are usually fun, and people engage quite a lot. And yeah, as I said, this one is my first drawing stream where, as requested, I drew Jon Jones. Yeah, what do you think about him retiring that way, the way he did? You can feel free to share it in the chat. Hi dude, who's your favorite fighter? My favorite fighters are many. Older generation, the retired ones, it's GSP, Alex Pereira, Georgian fighters, Merab Dvalishvili, Leah Tapuria. They're more like older ones, like legends, Bas Rutten, Don Fry, and also Gracie's. There are many interesting, fascinating fighters. Who else? Art Coleman, Emelianenko. Again, there are many. There's some also female fighters. Valentina, Amanda, Kyla, Rose Namajunas. The older ones, I think Lucia Riker was quite revolutionary for women's martial arts. Yeah, anyways, there are many fighters I like. Okay, you can. Well, at least he looks like Jon Jones. Okay, at least I did a good job. If you call it the duck and call the names, at least I made sure that he looks like Jon Jones. And at least you're not asking, oh, who the fuck is that? We love Bas Rutten, Chris says. Yeah, that's true. We love him. Love Team MMA, but Rutten is a proper guy, Chris. His video are good. Great guy. Yeah, he's one of the, like, it's just heartwarming to see that he's still good and, like, he's articulate, he's healthy, a great personality, and, well, he was amazing fighter, very, very entertaining. Also, let me mention the one that a lot of people might not know, but I think the people who watch kickboxing, Akritis, the Jet, Mr. Jet Akritis, like Benny, I think that's his name. Yeah, that's Benny Akritis. Like, fascinating. Also, he's now in his 70s or something, and he's like doing very well, teaching others, leaving his legacy, absolutely healthy. It's always nice to see fighters of all the generation that are doing well in their older age. Is it John Jones? Yes. Today's stream was about, well, the previous part, the stream was about drawing. So I was basically drawing and explaining, like, so the first drawing was this. Just let me find it. So just a silhouette of man. So I was just like, body drawing, explaining how you do it, how you can learn it, just feel free to try and don't be afraid to make mistakes, also explaining a little bit of shading and, like a landscape. And then I made a poll and people voted for John Jones for me to draw John Jones, and yeah, I think it's a character, it looks like John Jones. Like, you look at it and you'll think that it's John Jones, that's kind of the main thing. It might not be perfect, you can make it way more detailized, but at least from the chat I can definitely see that you can see that it's a John Jones. Yeah, I'm scrolling down. It's a great portrait, which is not a big surprise given the fact that you're focused a lot on details, so you made a great job drawing well-marked contour, shadows, and proportionate features. Yes, pretty much. As I said, there's you can still more even out, like his forehead is not exactly very detailed, and highlights could be done better, but considering the time, less than 2 hours, I think that's quite good. It's not bad at all. Regarding Ilya and Islam, that's a commonly asked question. I think it's a 50-50, guys. Both fighters are strong. Both fighters have a lot to lose. They put their legacy on stake, and I think the one who's going to be able to push their game in gonna win. And both are good at it. Like Ilya, he dominates with boxing, though he's very well equipped, well-rounded fighter. Makhachev might not be the strongest, a power puncher, but he is a very skilled fighter, both good in striking and grappling, very talented, high IQ. I believe that it's whoever's going to be able to push their plan in the game and who's going to be able to break an opponent psychologically, gonna win. That's gonna be a psychological fight. We all love John Jones. Well, good health to him. If he's been in that industry for a long time, and even though I wish he retired in a little bit different way, like he rather said it's from the beginning. Or, I don't know, maybe he's coming back and it's always just to create an extra fuss about all of the situation. But I genuinely believe that he just kind of is tired of it. He doesn't have that spark anymore. And that happens at some point. You just want to live your life, enjoy the life you created for yourself. The only problem was, I think he rather had to fight Tom Aspinall, and even if he lost, I would just rather prefer that than the way how he dealt it, or he had to retire before. John Jones wanted. Anyways, no, I'm just showing off what I essentially drew here in the stream. you can look up the previous stream and yeah, look up more of it and see by yourself as well. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I can plug this thing in. Not sure actually. Is that your favorite fighter? Well, not exactly. I mean, I like Jon Jones, especially his previous years. I actually should have drawn. Next time I'll draw GSP because he's one of my favorite all-time fighters. But yeah, it was just the result of the poll. Most of the people wanted me to draw Jon Jones, so I drew Jon Jones. Yeah. Is that Jon Jones? Yes, it is. Well, considering that most of people asking that question, I guess if I put it in this angle or this angle, you know, it might not look exactly. But if I put it like in the right way, he looks like a Jon Jones. Come on, let's be honest. If I win a bet this weekend, I would buy that for 20 euros and sword postage. Well, it's just a sketch. I mean, hopefully, I don't know if I get to that point when people want to buy my art for way more expensive, even the sketch ones, that would be good. But if you're not a known artist and you're just like, you know, doing like the sketch, I mean, I've sold my artworks, not many of them, but some of it, like sketches like this for around that price, and it was better than nothing. Though I believe that, I think when an artist puts so much into it, it's like way better. It should be priced more, and but we're living in a life that it is related to creating a personal brand, which I'm kind of doing. On my channel, maybe gradually I'm gonna get to the point that my art sells for way more expensive, but right now that's not the case. I'm just a streamer girl on your short feed showing my artwork, my sketch. That's not even an artwork. This is a sketch. This is a portrait sketch. Your shading is really good. I appreciate it. I've been through the art school, so I know I practice a lot of shading and stuff. New subscriber. I like artistic, creative people. Well, I hope you're gonna like my boxing streams too, because like that was the first time I did the drawing streaming. You know what I mean? So yeah, I hope it's gonna be. I'll do it every now and then. If you like to watch me draw different fighters and boxers, for example, you know, just every stream it would be. Let's say next time I would draw GSP. Why not? If you're interested in watching those kind of stuff, I'll be more than happy to make streams like that. You're young. You can go far doing these things. That you're already do even more far than you have already gone. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. And if I go far, that would be thanks to you guys, because that wouldn't happen without your engagement, your support, your subscriptions, and all of that kind of stuff. Is that okay? I'm just gonna keep it up and like read the chat. Is that a guy who won't fight Tom Aspinall? Yes, that's the guy. Actually, Tom Aspinall is very, very interesting character to draw. I should draw him too. Both GSP is very interesting to draw, like very interesting facial features. Tom Aspinall. Yeah, I guess I need to do like that's gonna be the whole playlist of me streaming and drawing. Let's say 1 or 2 portraits of UFC fighters, other martial artists, like well-known martial artists, boxers, and maybe other people too. What do you think about it? Is it a good idea? Yeah, Steven, take care and thank you for moderating. You compete in boxing. I used to compete in amateur boxing years ago, but not for long. I would have probably maybe less than 5 fights in my record, but I'm looking forward to get back to it. We'll see. Is that John Jones? Yes. Bas Rutten. I should drop Bas Rutten too. Which criminal did this? That's the one who is ducking, as known as the Tom Aspinall duck. Because it's sad. He actually, let's not forget his, apart from that situation with Tom Aspinall, his legacy. I mean, he's one of the toughest fighters. His record is one of the greatest. Let's give him the credit. But I also don't like how he dealt with Tom Aspinall. Very pretty, not referring to that. Thank you. Manny Pacquiao, guys, we get a vote. Yes, he's fighting tomorrow, and I like Pacquiao. I hope he wins. But let me just, I mean, there are quite many of you viewers, guys, so let me just find a place where I can put this thing in charge, okay? So I'm just gonna move the table. Let me see. That might work. Just gonna move my stuff. This is Vietnam, and those are these tiny plastic chairs. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I'm gonna disconnect my microphones. Okay, and I'm gonna plug it in. Okay. Does it look good? Oh, okay, that wasn't exactly good. We tried to set it up properly. Yeah, it's not exactly good. I'm just gonna hold it like this. All right, so let me know if the sound is good. DDP wins by decision, like very much possible. I would not say that that's not possible. Trying to okay, that should be fine now. Yeah, anyways, that was the artwork. And when it comes to the art, I don't mean to be arrogant, they're way better artists, way more skilled because they practice all the time as well. But one thing I always had, and I'm always gonna have, is that even if I haven't created a piece in years, and there I had a period when I haven't drew anything for quite a long time, when I start over and I take my time and I focus, I find a way how to put the character in. So especially when it comes to the portrait. So it might not be perfect, as I said, it could be better, but considering that I haven't done it, I'll tell you now, more than 9 months now, I haven't literally drew anything. That's that's what I got. So I think it's not bad at all. I'll just put it like, let me just put it somehow like this, so you can, yeah, I'm just gonna, let's just keep it like this. That should be good. Yeah, that was good. I think I'm one of the only people that hadn't seen Connor's winner, and I'm not planning to do it. Trust me, when I found out about it and when it's like was all over the YouTube, I was like, no way I'm gonna look at it. Maybe some of you have been curious, I don't know. I don't want to see it. No, thank you. Please don't send me his dick pic or something like that. Yeah, that's not what I'm willing to see. Well, shout out to all of you guys, okay? Where are you from? I'm from Georgia, the country. Can you hear me properly? I had to turn off the microphone to let the phone charge a little bit, so just let me know. Most wanted criminal. God bless Georgians then. Appreciate it, thank you. Draw me up since you are Georgian, not John Jones. It was just the result of the poll. I was asking in the previous stream that got cut out. Yeah, I have people made a poll and basically they voted for John Jones. So I drew what majority wanted. But I have drawn like a big piece of Mirab in the like a big piece of Mirab Balashvili. And actually, let me see. I have another phone here, and I'll try to find and maybe even make it like a. Yeah, I'll try to find it quickly. Okay. I'm looking for that specific drawing. Let me find it. Okay, it seems like it's not in this one. Anyways, I'll find it later, and I'm gonna make like a short video and I'll upload it on my YouTube, so you can see my artwork. When Mirab won his championship fight with Sean Amal, this is when I created the piece. So it's like a Mirab black and white charcoal with the red element on his tattoo, which is the Georgian flag and the Georgian, like the border tattoo. The way he's looking at me, I'm scared to look straight. Okay, honestly, I'll be honest. I have this similar fear. I don't know, not fear, but like I feel weird when, even though I draw portraits, when there's a portrait hanging, and especially when it's like dark, when it's nighttime, when I pass it and I look at the portrait, I feel creeped out. So I don't like it. I don't like the sense of how the thing is looking at me. And that's the thing, I really like to focus on eyes, so I myself draw pieces that really look right into your soul. And I had this one like quite a creepy but very cool oil piece that I like. It was two people, you know, literally looking into you. There a lot of violet, black, red colors, and it's like it looks weird, you know. In the daytime, it's beautiful and mysterious. At the nighttime, it's completely creepy, and that was my favorite piece. So I decided to hang it in my bedroom back in Georgia, and then I was like, I woke up to go to the bathroom, and I'm looking at it. It's like, holy shit! And I was next morning, I just took it down, put it in another room. You know, yeah, I don't really like how portraits look at me. Guys, I already said about Tapuria versus Islam. Whoever's gonna push their game plan gonna win. They both are elite fighters. They both has a lot to lose, and they're both gonna be determined. So I believe if Ilya gets to that middle range, close distance, lands those punches, trust me, Islam is not gonna like it. If Islam gonna manage to not let Ilya get anywhere close and take him down to the guard, like control it, dominate him. Ilya is also has a good wrestling background, but still I think Islam has a stronger wrestling and ground and pound. I think if he doesn't submit, he might win by decision. I don't know, like let's see how it goes. It depends rather this or that. Dana White called. Yeah, like one day it would be the coolest thing if my channel grows bigger and I do live streams. And I guess you like this one, like when I draw and talk at the same time. So like every stream I would every now and then just draw and UFC fighter or any other martial artist. And it would be cool if someone, like who I'm drawing, let's say GSP, they come into live stream and be like, oh, that's fucking me. That would be cool. Though, don't believe that gonna happen, but that would be fun. Oh, John Jones used to be the best pound for pound. Basically, he retired. Habib is also a very interesting face to draw. Like that's what I thought right now. Very interesting character to draw. There are certain faces that are, they're close. They're quite proportional. They're okay. They're like not that hard to draw. But there are some faces that are like we really need to catch that asymmetry, the character, put it on the paper, and like make it look like it is the way it is. Let me look at it. If I put it in right angle, I think it actually looks like John Jones. If I switch the angle a little bit, might not be perfect, but yeah. Let me just put it properly. I like your eyes. Thank you very much. Just put this like this. Do you know who the MMA guru is? Yes, I don't watch him that much, but I've seen some of his videos. My husband says, guys, stop spamming, okay? Yeah, just don't spam. Drawing Joe Rogan and people confuse him with Dana White, that would be cool. Okay, yeah, actually, Joe Rogan also very good, very interesting facial features. You know what? I'm gonna make a poll and I'll ask in the chat. Should I do that the drawing thing, like let's say like once in a week? And yeah, you let me know if I should do that or not. There is something that you would like to see. Should I keep drawing different fighters on on the stream. Stream. A second. Let's say once a week. Okay, let's leave it yes, no. Start poll. Okay guys, I started the poll and yeah, let me know if you want to see me drawing different MMA martial artists, UFC fighters, boxers, maybe other figures too. Future down the line in the streams. Let's see. Okay, yes is dominating. Let's see how it goes. Let's give it some time. Gives people an idea of what they're expecting. Could even have a look at times for training, set this description and thinks a day of the week or for drawing maybe. Yeah, I usually do it in advance. I actually set the description, the thumbnail, so people anticipate my lives. It's just this life got cut off and I had to re-enter it from scratch. So that's why it looks like it looks now. But yeah, that's a good pointer. It would be cool if you draw fighters, but focusing in their fighting stances apart from their faces. Yeah, I mean, that could be good. The problem with the body is it's longer, and it, like this sketching book, for example, is smaller. I might do a bigger artwork in the future when I actually have a big canvas and I, you know, draw for, like, literally I do that for hours. You know, streaming and doing it for hours and translate it maybe multiple times. But this, I think the faces is just good to actually, you know, asking people, does it actually look like a fighter, or, you know, it's not exactly there. So that's why I love drawing faces, because there is a focus on the features and putting the character. But I will try my best to do the, you know, the like focus on their stances as well and do something like that as well. Maybe, but let's stick to the fighters for now, okay? I stood to the John Joe's in the restaurant once. Mate, you have believed. Good for you. Hello, where are you from? I'm from Georgia, the country. I definitely should draw. I guess I should draw Ilya. I already had drawn Merab, which I don't mind to do again. I just gonna share. I'm gonna make like a short video and share you the video and the pictures if I find them where I drew Merab. Also, I did black and white and I did with charcoal, so it's very, very looks very dynamic. If people want to buy her art, email is in her channel bio. That's what my husband says. So yeah, if you're gonna want to buy some art, yeah, go ahead. I'm not sure I'm gonna take too much. I would take way too much orders, like specific orders for certain things, because I just have very limited time. I'm focusing more on training, doing streams. This is more like I can do like a stream and do like pieces like that. Maybe make some bigger pieces and, you know, give it away for a sale. But right now, this is the first live stream where the live stream drawing, and yeah, I mean, let's see what are people saying here. Yeah, 70% says that they would want to see me drawing different fighters on the live stream, which is good. Happy to hear that. Dustin versus Max, who wins? I don't know, both can win. Dustin won twice, but Max still can't pull that one win. I believe he still got it. Yeah, I don't wear much makeup, and it's honestly quite impossible to do that because it is Southeast Asia. It's hot as hell. I mean, if I wore any makeup, it would look like a dirt. Chris says, keep doing the burpees and get fit and better yourself. Everyone falls, not everyone gets back up. Yeah, that's true. That's words of wisdom. The John Jones. Yes. Yeah, I'm glad that the majority of you recognize him. That means I did a good job. Like, I managed to put the character in, okay? It's not exactly a perfect, realistic portrait, but it features his realistic features, and that's what you would want to achieve when you practice sketching. How old are you? I'm 25 years old. You could draw Muhammad Ali. There are portraits of him where he has such a badass facial expression. I think you could draw him very well, considering also the fact that he doesn't look complicated. Oh, I absolutely agree. I love drawing. So this is just a basic picture, you know. I just took it because it's just the easiest one, and well, because I haven't done it in 9 months, and that's my first time in a while. I just took it easy. But it's a very good practice to try, you know, make like a different, try to draw different facial expressions. Practice literally like sadness, suspicion, happiness, recklessness, like, you know, all those mixed up facial features and emotions that are reflected on the face. It's a very good exercise for drawing, and you know what, I'm willing to do it. I'm definitely gonna start taking, especially certain characters who are known for their charisma and, you know, certain facial features and facial expressions. I'm gonna draw them in their famous facial expression. So thank you for pointing that out. That's Didi. We can't escape from the Didi. Did you draw that? Yes, I did. I have an entire live stream. You can go check my previous live stream that got cut off. So I started in the previous live stream, then I re-entered in this live stream, and I finished in this one, so we can play it back and see how it looked in the beginning. Your sketch retired. Yes, we know. The reason I drew John Jones, it was because it was basically the result of the poll. So the options were John Jones, Merab Dvalishvili, Islam Makachev, Terence Crawford, and yeah, the John won. single? No, I'm married, and my husband is in the chat, and he's a moderator too. So. As I said, that was the result of the poll. People wanted me to draw John Jones. That's what I did. You know what? Next one, I'm gonna do the poll, but I really want to draw GSP. He's one of the favorite all-time fighters. So, let me know. Would you want me to draw GSP? What ethnicity are you? I'm Georgian with the Slavic roots and some other mix. I mean, I really should do genetical tests to actually see how many bloods are mixed in me. And my husband is Norwegian. GSP, yes. I'll draw GSP. I probably do the next similar live stream when I do the drawing and talking. He never beat his wife like John. Yeah, I mean, we gotta be truthful. Despite me creating drawing Jones, I know he's like I don't exactly like him necessarily as I don't hate him, for his wrongdoings, but definitely there are certain things that wasn't right. That's what he did. But he is definitely, let's be honest, he had a huge contribution in UFC, in MMA, mixed martial arts, like a new generation developing. He was one of the first generation of those extremely well-rounded fighters with the very good fighting IQ. So you gotta give him his credit. Salami. Levanta batata, salami, Georgian Norwegian, that's some exotic combo right there. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah, we know what's his wrongdoings. Anyways, as I said, now I'm gonna, seems like, okay, 90 people voted for the poll. Yeah, 71% say that they would want to see similar live streams where I draw UFC and MMA fighters live, boxers, other people too. It's just because my channel is pretty much about boxing, and we have a lot of talks around the martial arts. That's why I think the drawing also could be interesting if it's me drawing different fighters. I think that could be cool. So yeah, I'm gonna start doing that once a week, and we're gonna have polls, and you're gonna choose. I'm gonna kind of set the limit on the choices. I'm gonna see what people say in the chat, and then I'm gonna make a poll of the few fighters, and you're gonna be able to choose the one. Just to make it more diverse, so every time I draw a different person, I will just set the question in that way, so you can vote for, pick from the few different fighters. You're a pick-me. I ain't no woman interested in MMA. Well, I guess not many, but I don't know. Islam Makachev. Gonna draw him too. Who's the goat in the picture? You should be a police sketch artist. You drew, Pablo says, 98% of suspects. That's interesting. That could be interesting, actually. Pablo, just by any chance, if it's not a secret, are you police? Are you working in the police? Dana White propaganda. I'm getting paid. I wish I was getting paid. Anyways, guys, one more time. That was the result of the poll. So you see the poll now. You can vote for the poll. So I just asked in the previous live if they like who they wanted me to draw. The options were Merab, Islam, Terence Crawford, and John Jones. So they chose John Jones, and that's why I drew John Jones. She's a Georgian champion boxer and knows many MMA champions. I mean, yes, boxing is more like where I actually know some stuff, and you can check my other stream where I did boxing from the scratch, where I explain like footwork, all the drills, how to set up and identify your stance, etc. Some bag work as well, how to distribute power through velocity. So I do those kind of things too, those kind of lives, but I'm basically doing it in the gym. This is just a thing I'm trying now. And when it comes to the MMA, I'm enthusiastic. I'm definitely into it. I like learning stuff as well, you know. I'm quite young, so there are a lot of things that I wasn't even born when the mixed martial arts history was getting written, and I'm still learning a lot of things. But yeah, so far I know quite a lot of, like, I've seen fights, I have my own analysis and perspective on them, you know, which I share on the live streams, and you know, some people agree, some people disagree. We agree to disagree, there is no issue with that. And yeah, that's it. I'm trying to grow up my channel, which is not only about sports, you know, boxing, MMA, or sprinting, that I also do. This is how my channel actually started. Or even like my hobbies, like singing and drawing. It's not only about that, it's about engaging in the conversation, trying to build up a community and the following of the people who are like like-minded. And yeah, that's the main goal, one of the main goals. Scrolling up. Jeremy, I will tell her I'm her husband. What did Jeremy said? Let's see. Probably didn't see Jeremy. Okay, I'm intrigued now. Do Ben Askren next? He's covering from lung transplant and will go viral if you post it. Yeah, why not? I really cheer for Ben Askren, like everyone, like we all pray for him and we all want him to get well, and you know what, Jeremy, I think it was very thoughtful. It's a good idea. So yeah, I'll do that one next live stream. I'm not gonna even do the poll. I'm just gonna do that. And you know what? Maybe some of you should just send him, not just for like, I don't want any repost, nothing. Just for him to see that we all pray for him. We all want him to get better, and you know, I'm gonna draw him, and maybe if someone can send him that live and he can see it, and you know, even just to smile, that would be good. Yeah, so I think that's what I'm gonna do next one. Thank you for the idea, Jeremy. Yeah, as I said, I'll do Ben Askren's picture next. You know, back when he's in his prime, when he, you know, looks good, when he was at like at his best shape, best performance, and I hope that would work with heart. Namakjoba, hi. Yeah, in his prime, I agree. Yeah, that's what I was talking about like a second ago about community. Like, he is in the MMA community, and I really appreciated how a lot of other fighters been like reaching out to him. You know, literally. I mean, even Jake Paul, who is, you know, even though he's ruining boxing in my opinion, like, let's give the guy respect. He financed his surgery and maybe even saved his life. So this is the community. So yeah, that's just a second ago I was talking about the community, and that would be a good gesture of the community. Imagine we would just do like dedicated to Ben Askren. I kind of show the thing we talked about, you know, him, and people just write good things, you know, like things of prayer, like letters of prayer. And as I said, you're gonna feel free to send him just for him to see and, you know, smile and keep fighting and keep getting better. You sell your drawing? I mean, I hope I start drawing like consistently now on the live streams as well. And yeah, why not? I'm open to sell them. Tom Aspinall is better than Jon Jones, so do him next. I'll do I was saying that Tom Aspinall is not only a great fighter, obviously, technically one best heavyweight at the moment, but not only that. He's very interesting face to draw. Come on, like the guy has very unique facial features. So it's gonna be a challenge, and I'll definitely accept that challenge. I would like to buy one whenever you're up and running. You know what, Giovanni, just email me if you want. My email is my YouTube bio, so you can check it out. And yeah, whoever is actually interested in getting some pieces, we can possibly even make the, I don't know, if there's gonna be more and more people wanting it, maybe we will do like the auction or like a selling bit where you just can, you know, do like a buying bit, or I don't know exactly how it's called, but that's just the ideas. But I'm open to those kind of things. And okay, a little connection issue briefly. Your Jones drawing doesn't look gay enough. I was just talking about, actually, when I was drawing from his portrait, I was like, okay, in the previous stage when I was putting blueprint, I made him to look too soft, like a teddy bear, you know, like his facial expression was very chill, and that's not how Jon Jones usually looks, you know, especially in that picture. And I was like, okay, you know, we need some shadows to, you know, make it basically make him look less gay and make him look like, you know, at his tougher side. But yeah, that's a funny comment. Ben Askren in his prime had the chin and looked of a Greek god. Yeah, he like has the look like Kirk Collis and the Greek god look. That's true. You will do a great job looking at your artwork skills. Yeah, I mean, I'll find a way how to do it. I always find a way when it comes to the art and drawing, even if I haven't done it in a while. And even if I'm not familiar with materials and all of that kind of stuff, I always find a way how to get the character in place. That's kind of like my main goal every time when I draw portraits. Text Jones that you send this to all police, so he better behave. Well, actually not very far from Jones. He's, I think, was he in Thailand? When he was like, yeah, last time I saw he was in Thailand drinking a coconut like I do here every day in Vietnam. So we're pretty much in the close time zones. Can you do Tom Aspinall cartoon Pixar style? Well, that might be a little bit challenging because I never did like a caricature drawing. I mean, if I sketch it, if I really take my time, do like several sketches, kind of get like a essential idea, I might be able to do it, but not like from the first attempt drawing like I'm doing at the moment. like I did with John Jones, I mean. Happy weekend. Thank you, Christian. Happy weekend to you too. Needs more glitter and sparkles to make true Jones. I'll consider it next time. How long did you draw in a day? I haven't drawn for 9 months, but I'm very good at drawing. Like I've been always very good, like since I learned how to do it like properly. I kind of have it. I think that's something that actually is the easiest for me. I'm very good at drawing comparing to other stuff that I had to practice and learn, like boxing and singing. So this one took less than 2 hours. So they're better artists than I am out there, and they do like better pieces. But again, like it's a matter of practice, and even when I have this practice for 9 months, and I always get back to it and I start over, and it always ends up acceptably, I mean, okay, good at the very least. You know, it's yeah, that's kind of, that's one thing I'm good at. What is the price to draw a picture? And it depends if it's an order, and if it's specifically like piece you want me to order to me, that would be, that the price would be negotiable. And I don't know, guys, if you, I'm like, I don't know how I would do orders at the moment because I'm very busy with everything right now. But I will definitely start selling pieces once I draw them and I have enough pieces. I would do like a auction or like something that just, sell it, and if there is enough demand for it as well, I would sell my pieces. Hello, what's this channel about? Actually, it's not about drawing. It's about boxing, sprinting, and my diaries that I share how I train, share some insights, I teach some stuff, but it's also like sharing my training. Lately been doing a lot of live streaming and doing like a mix, doing gym training and teaching boxing, for example, also doing conversations, Q&A, and talking about mental health and martial arts, and basically generally training, strength and conditioning, and like general fitness, how it influences the mental health. We had already had streams about that. Today trying the live stream, just drawing a mixed martial artist, and yeah, that was requested. Today was request about John Jones, and that's what I did. Also, now temporarily I'm doing karaoke hosting in the local bar, and this is what I also stream usually. So it's a little bit me singing and others in the bar singing and just having a good time. So it's quite diverse. It's basically just showing a lot of things. But singing and art is more like a hobby. My main direction is training. It's a training channel. You have a very Jackson, thank you very much. You have a very strong mind. And I like to find a way how to learn things. There is such a skill. You have to have a skill of learning. So that's another way. Like before learning anything, you need to learn how to learn. I think there is a little bit, I'm lagging a little bit. Was excited for the weekend card. Me. And I think everyone in the chat. A girl that's into fighting and well, I've been around that for 10 years. Interested when I was a teenager, basically 15 years old. Now I'm 25, so it's actually been 10 years now. And especially recently, I started looking more into history of the martial arts and older figures, older athletes, and just always learning, always ready to have a conversation. Always, I like analyzing fights too. Despite me doing boxing, and I'm the most efficient at boxing, and well, technically striking. I like to analyze fights as well, and it's just my personal opinion, but we have discussions. Actually, after this weekend, after watching the fights and stuff, I think we should have discussions about the fights on the weekend card. So I'm gonna do the stream after those fights happen, and we can basically just talk about it, what was our opinion, etc. Before learning anything, you need to learn how to learn. You must make a skill of learning. Interesting, insightful advice to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I guess my personal experience. You ask the right question. I think to learn, like start learning how to learn things, you gotta start asking right questions. And meaning right questions is to help to build the structure. So first of all, you would ask, what is my goal? Establish your goal. The second question is, what is the plan? Like, you know, like what is the general plan? What the way I have to go through? Then next question is where I start from. No, what do I do? Where I start from? Then you ask similar questions regarding different stages of it and different nuances. Okay, to get better for this, to accomplish that goal, what do I need? What do I need to do to make better at it? To get better at it. So it's like asking right questions really helps to kind of like find the right path. You know, discover a right path for you for learning. And then you just start following it, and you adjust on the way, but essentially you follow that blueprint. For English, for example, before learning English in 2020, so it's around 5 years ago, that's when I started getting learning advanced English. It was pandemic. Basically, the question was, what investment I could make in myself to open a lot of doors and new opportunities in my life. And the answer was easy. That's English. Learn English. Okay, how do I do that? Where do I start from? So I established that obviously I need learning words, and I literally had a notebook, advanced vocabulary, so I would learn advanced words and like write down all the advanced words. Then separate notebook for sentences, a little bit of grammar, a little bit of like structured sentences, and like learning those sentences and practicing reading out loud. Then I would use the materials because I wanted to learn more about fitness, more about, you know, science behind it. So I wanted to increase my qualification. That's why I would take fitness articles and science articles to use it as the reading and translations. So I would translate those articles, took those advanced words, put them in my advanced vocabulary notebook. So that way I would kill two, instead of just doing like a classic learning books, I would directly learn from the field that I actually want to learn as well. And then I also, another thing for the listening, because I didn't really like watching movies and TV shows at the time. Everyone was saying, oh, you have to watch movies. Well, I would watch YouTube travel videos and vlogs instead, because that was something that genuinely excited me. I was imagining how, when I learned English, how I would start traveling the world and, you know, talk English there, like, because pretty much, you know, you can communicate in English everywhere. So I asked the right questions. I created the right structure for me that would keep me motivated, engaged in the work, and basically created a better chances for success. And as you can see, right now I'm streaming in English. Might not be perfect, but I'm pretty much comfortable. So yeah, learn how to learn first. Ask right questions. Great. I swear that sometimes I take the notes on what you say. Most of times, to be honest, I'm not saying I'm always writing that you're saying, but you always say things your words to be considered. I appreciate it. I mean, I do that too. I do that by when I listen to other people who are, smart, experienced. They know what they're talking about. A lot of things I listen to and I write it down as well. So I think that's just it's a very good habit, and it's like a natural practice that a lot of people don't embrace. And it's good that you do that. I'm really honored to hear that someone would write down what I'm saying. I appreciate that, and yeah, all I hope is it's helpful. Chris says, Fan 3, send us an email, we like you. Also remember, your name was rather, sorry, I am bad with names, but it was rather Jose or Juan. So can you just write it down again? Because we really like you. You're being consistently engaging in streams and sharing a lot of thoughtful ideas, a lot of good insights, sharing a lot of interesting experiences. So yeah, we like you. Agree. Get the picture sorted of Tom Aspinall, Ben Askren, and together, and travel the 3 minutes to Tom Aspinall and get it to him to post Diana. Steven, I mean, message us, send us an email, okay? And let's organize it. And yeah, I would love to just send it as the gift. Absolutely. I think we're building quite a great community, guys, here. I really, really feel like there's so many great people coming in, and that's refreshing. Hi, what's your program for this evening? Have a nice day. Thank you very much. Just a drawing, streaming, and yeah, that's what I drew today. Okay, so that fella gonna sit here with me for now. And I think it helps engagement too, because now since I put it like this, people kind of stop by and they write a lot of stuff. Needs to be a page or something or of yours and links, otherwise wouldn't get. I mean, we'll start take care of it. For now, just for now, I think I'm gonna stick to the one time a week streams where I do drawings, one or even two pieces, two fighters at a time, and the stream. And yeah, just as I said, Ben Askren gonna be saying next, and Tom Aspinall I guess after. I really want to do GSP as well, so I'll try to do that too. And yeah, I mean, after that, gonna focus on trying to get the page or something like that, or Instagram page or something like that, where people, I'm gonna link it to the page and people can just see the artwork I do on the live streams. You're talking about Tom Aspinall. Him and his dad are proper, normal, north and down to earth guys. I mean, that's cool to hear. I really have a even bigger respect to famous people, to the fighters who are down to earth despite being worldwide famous. Yeah, it's nice to read. Where are you from? I'm from Georgia. One John versus Tutupuri. You know, it's a good question. It was actually Tom Aspinall and Demetrius Johnson. Me and Chris that watched that short from the podcast where, okay, honestly, Aspinall was saying a little bit, like, it was a little bit delusional what he said, but he probably wanted to give the credit to Demetrius Johnson. So he said there would be one Demetrius Johnson would be enough against one anyhow. And Demetrius Johnson was like, hell no, like it's like at least 5 of me to take out the Eddie Hall. You know, Eddie Hall is quite talented athlete too, I believe, and he's world's strongest man. Don't underestimate that strength, man. I'm gonna try to turn off the basically turn on the. Let me see if the charge is enough. No. Okay, I'll just stick to it right now. But yeah, I need a fan because it's getting hotter and hotter here. Just planning to join UFC. No, right now I'm just drawing and talking about UFC and MMA and fighters and boxers. By the way, I'm more of a boxer than UFC fighter, just for you to know. You can check out my channel and see yourself. Very good, very talented. Appreciate it. Okay, let's check the poll. Yeah, still 77 people like this idea of me drawing martial. Ooh, it's getting hot here. Mixed martial artists, and I'm all for it. I'm gonna start doing it once a week, maybe even twice. You never know. Stalin is from Georgia too. Yes. We're not very proud, especially younger Georgians are not necessarily proud of Stalin being Georgian, but that's true. That's a truthful history. Where can I buy this? Email me, and I don't know, we'll see. Maybe there's already, I don't know, we'll negotiate the price. My husband is my manager. You know what, guys? My husband negotiates those kind of things. But you can email me. The email is in my YouTube bio. Okay, guys, it's getting hot here, honestly, and I start feeling a little bit nauseous. Yeah, not exactly the best feeling in the world. You still use Discord. Yeah, Discord. I think we need to update the link, but yeah, we're having a Discord. And babes, if you can update change the Discord in my YouTube information, that would be good. If not, I'll do it myself in a bit. Okay guys, I think I'm gonna go now. It's getting way too hot and I'm a little bit tired, so I'm gonna go home and well, take this bad boy with me. You can email me if whoever's gonna wanna buy it. We'll look into it, when it's possible. My husband's gonna talk to you and, you know, negotiate the price and gonna figure out what is possible to do. In the future, maybe even do like auctions where, you know, it's gonna be like bidding and basically make it more fun. But for that I would need to make more pieces. Oh, a lizard. There are a lot of lizards out there. But yeah, but I'm gonna close the poll now. Yeah, most of the people voted yes, so I'm ending the poll. Ending the poll. You can see results yourself. And that means that, congratulations, I'm gonna do streaming with drawing from now on, at least once a week. I'm gonna start from that. We'll see how it goes, okay? Yeah. Don't end. I mean, I already ended the poll, but don't end stream. Okay, you really want me to stick around? Hi, Crypto. Hope you're doing well. You're married. Disappointing. Oh, what can we do? And will the Askren drawing you donate to him? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's John Jones. Guys, you have no idea how hot it is here. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna stay. I can stay for longer, but I'm just gonna just chill. I'm gonna chill, okay? Good stream and a good drawing made Diana. Say Diana. Thank you very much, Steven. I appreciate it. Hi Diana, whose portrait is this? It's John Jones. John Bones Jones. Yeah, take a better look. Yeah, we're all excited. It is now on the weekends, right? Let's see what happens. Can't draw a picture of Trump. I'm gonna stick to the fighters first, but at some point I will. Why not? Especially if people are gonna request in the chat. You're definitely an artist. Thank you. Before everything, before learning everything else, I was actually an artist. So. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. How do you learn to sketch? I mean, honestly, when it comes to drawing and painting, I'm a talented person. There was my like a setting, how you call that? That was like a skill. That was the talent and the tendency I kind of got from since childhood. But also I started practicing since childhood, so I got the interest and a big commitment to drawing, sketching, and painting and all that kind of stuff. Then I went for the art school, learned a little bit academical, you know, how to be able to do the portraits and stuff like that. And yeah. 1 second. But yeah, then essentially, yeah, I just got better and better. It's very fast. So unlike boxing, unlike singing and everything else that I actually needed to practice a little bit for quite some time, at least I was pretty much good at the very beginning. Keep up the good work. You have an amazing vibe. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. He's my favorite. Jackson says, well, yeah, he's. I think a lot of people still love him. That's an incredible picture of a duck. I love those chat. I love that chat. Just keep being yourself, guys. Just be respectful and don't go too far. Like I mean, not regarding Joan Jones, but like regarding just general, politeness and all that kind of stuff. But just keep being yourself. Keep trolling, guys. I love it. Hi, I'm a professional fighter. Can you help me? I don't know. What do you mean by help? Did you draw the portrait out of her head? No, I used the reference. I used the reference picture because actually a real artist is not only supposed. I can draw people like just someone in imaginary portrait by like imagination. I can do realistic face, but when a specific person, you just don't have enough memory. You know, like you really need to remember those details. So I always use the reference. But guys, I'm gonna unplug the charger now, okay? And I'm gonna put the air conditioner, the fan, because it's getting like, I'm actually really gassing out. It's very, very hot here. Okay. That should be better. Oh. I was like almost overheated now. Please guys, try not to spam. Me and my husband are living here for 8 months now, but we are also traveling a lot. Keep it up, guys. I really need to. I started feeling actually. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't feel good, like because of the heat and talking, and you know, I'm actually talking for hours now, guys. So finally, I just charged my phone a little bit, and yeah, I have the fan on now, so I just need to cool down a little bit. Self-portrait. that's the best one so far. Yeah, I missed it a little bit. I think the beard is a little bit too long, you know, I have a little mustache, but how old I am? I'm 25 years old. Well, I have a fan, so that is the big thing now. I have the air flowing, and yeah, I have a hydration drink, so I'm good. I appreciate your concern. My favorite is George St. Pierre, mine too. Yeah, this is just was request from the stream. So we did the poll in the previous stream that cut off, and this one is like, yeah. In this stream I continued, I finished the artwork, and yeah, that was just a request. So this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna do streams like this once a week. Where I'm gonna get the request, and I'm gonna draw an MMA fighters. You're from Georgia, yes? Yes, I am. Jackson says I'm 37. Good age. No, all mature, accomplished, independent. I think organic energy drinks are okay. If it's processed, I mean, if it says organic, it's still not organic. It's still, it is still processed. Yeah, I mean, this is not exactly, it's a hydration drink. And it still has sugar and stuff, but it's okay. It has some stuff, but again, I mean, it just feels nice to drink. Not necessarily drinking it for the health benefits right now. Just something that I actually, here you can only pay with cash, and I had literally enough cash for this drink. You look like you're from Tennessee. I'm not. I'm from Georgia, the country actually. Jackson says, you're very smart. I appreciate it. I don't know if I'm right, but it seems that weather is mostly hot in Vietnam. Perhaps in some areas it's cold at night or early in the morning. I don't know how the winter might be there. Yeah, it's pretty much always warm. At least in the south and central Vietnam. In the north it can get cold, especially in the mountains. But yeah, right now it's a dry season, it's hot and it's humid. That's why it's hard to talk without, if you don't have fan or air conditioning. It is hard to be out there, not in the evening, but in the daytime. Make it very hard. I like that. You would be perfect for Fight Club. I don't know about Fight Club, but what's it called? The apocalypse team, like when the apocalypse. Sometimes I mispronounce words, but the apocalypse team, when you need just some diverse and skilled people in your team just to survive. Well, actually, a question to the people: would you put me in your apocalyptic, post-apocalyptic team? Yes or no? You don't only need fighters and stuff. Remember, you also need, someone who cooks, someone who does like inner work. So it's like but also can contribute in the heavier, harder work. So yeah, question to you guys. Is that a fun? I love it. Just keep it up, guys. What is it? She's seeing my message. I don't know. Naveen, can you just say it one more time, because I'm just scrolling sometimes through, and sometimes, unfortunately, I cannot cover all the messages. Let's do an international show together, a podcast. What kind of podcast? Actually, Jackson, you've been engaging quite a lot, so tell us, where are you from? What were you doing? Are you training yourself? Just tell us, feel free to tell us more about yourself. Yeah, keep scrolling up. That's a nice duck. I love the chat. Love the chat. Keep it up, guys. You're in Thailand. No, I'm in Vietnam. Where you great? That's great. Where you from? I'm from Georgia, the country. As long as you can take a joke. I guess I can take a joke. I mean, my husband teases me all the time. Okay, I'll be honest. Calls me fatso, morbidly obese fatso, a little shit, a stinky shit. Like we have a joke about the math being mean to me. If we have a boxing match between me and math wins. So all that kind of stuff. So I think I can laugh at I have a good experience at laughing at myself. I'm comedian, MMA fighter, painter, musician from Queens, New York City. Wow, that's interesting. Well, Jackson, I don't know, like, feel free to email us, okay? So, my husband is my manager, so he deals with a lot of, like, negotiations as well, but I'm also always there, and, we both respond to the emails, and, yeah, just for you to know. Yeah, I mean, feel free to email. Sakartvelo, yes, that's true. Sakartvelo is Georgia in Georgian, basically. My best friend is called Ivanov. I'm not sure who's that. Husband is Norwegian because she loves tall men. Well, he was the only Norwegian in Georgia, so I think it wasn't necessarily me going to Norway seeking for Norwegian men. It was just a matter of luck. But I would put his other qualities above his height. Height is definitely class, guys. I mean, I'm not gonna be hypocrite here. It is an advantage, It's also a biological trait. I think it's the bigger is the animal, the more dangerous it looks, right? So both, not only height, but also the size, the musculature, and basically the feet that's looking strong and tall gives you an advantage. For shorter guys, all you can do is actually at least get bigger, because that can enhance your sense of you get a little bigger compared to your height. And yeah, but yeah, height is an advantage, though it's not the only. Like some girls are like, there was this TikTok interviews, and they were basically asking, I don't know, like a rich or tall, ugly or tall, or like then they would say like a rich or short, and like a good looking and good person with like a short, or ugly, skinny, this and that, and tall. And like a lot of girls who are saying ugly, skinny, this and that, and tall. No. I don't want, like, I wouldn't want ugly, skinny, like just a tall, like a pillar of a guy compared to shorter guy, but with a good body, good personality, confidence. So this is kind of, there is a certain level, a certain point where the height kind of is like, no, just the height doesn't work against other qualities. But when a person is general feet, good person, good looking, like some personality and looks go match. Obviously height is the class sport. Man, and I guess for women too, a lot of guys, I've been, a lot of guys in my life told me that, they would, they wish I was taller. Like I'm like 161 centimeters. So even as a woman, I met this thing. So like apparently for my husband, he doesn't really matter. He enjoys calling me a little shit. But you know what I mean. Like I've been kind of criticized by it because of my height, and that's something I cannot change. I guess I can wear high heels, but that's not what I'm gonna do all the time. I really think you should play Black Widow from Avengers. I really think I think so. Yeah, I think I could pull that role off. I will watch your boxing from the scratch series. You got a lot of experience. For instance, you mentioned several times that you had a coach who taught you how to use your hands in various ways. Yeah, actually after I retired, I was lucky enough to meet a smart coach, a smart person, who are very observing, very like high IQ, very smart person. And yeah, like there's a lot of nuances that I haven't been taught in my active boxing years. Like a lot of shoulder coverage, I would throw a punch like this, like here, like there were certain nuances that he helped me to put in place, and then I just kept diversifying it myself as well and putting it in my own style. When I heard Georgia, I only remember this giant renowned blush Talakati. Yes, that's the gold medalist in the Olympics, the weightlifter. He's a weightlifter. Yeah. Thanks, Steve. I will sub to you if you have a channel as well. Great. That's the community here. The fan is chopping your voice. Actually, I'm gonna. 1 second. I'm gonna use the. The guy just disconnected the thing. So, but I guess my phone is also. Oh. Okay, let me know if you hear me. Anyways, so they took away the fan, just like he was like, okay, I'll just take it away from you. Anyways, and my phone is dying as well, so I'm gonna stick a little bit longer and I'm gonna wrap the stream up soon. Can you mention your email? I need to talk with you. Okay, calm down. Go to my YouTube bio. There is an email. You can email me, and it's not only me. It's me and my husband. He's basically like my manager. He deals with a lot of people, so you just we both respond to emails. But just be ready that my husband might respond to you. Jackson says, I subbed. Great. We like you, Jackson. It's my bro's birthday. His name is Maniga. Okay, you got me. It's easy to get me in those things because I don't read that fast. Okay. Well, happy birthday, Ma. Yeah, better. I mean, now just made the using the mic as I usually do. Dan is talented and has a cool husband too. Thank you very much. Why are we still talking about drones? That was just a request by people in the chat who majority wanted me to draw drones. The choice was between Mirab, Islam Jones, and Terence Crawford. So that was the result. But yes, Usyk is fighting, Dustin is fighting. What else we have? Like, yeah, I mean, such good cards, and let's just watch those fights. And I'm gonna have a stream so where we're gonna be able to talk about them. Okay, so we're gonna watch all of it and we're gonna talk about the outcome and just have a discussion. I think that's gonna be quite exciting. Good job, thank you very much. Okay, I'm scrolling all the way up to the top, guys. Francis Ngannou, yes, I'm gonna draw him at some point. I really want to start having like a series of streams when I draw one or even two mixed martial artist, boxer, fighter, whatever, like sticking around the topic at the time. And yeah, I mean, you're gonna be able to request, and we're gonna do polls, and we're gonna choose. But next guy is gonna be Ben Askren, okay? Because the guy is now fighting the biggest fight of his life, and we all pray for him, and we want him to get better soon and live a long and happy life with his family. So next gonna be Ben. I'm getting exhausted from replying. No, I'm getting exhausted from the heat. When I had the fan right here, I actually felt good, but now it's getting way too, like the air is very humid and heavy now. So as I said, I'm gonna just stick for a couple more minutes and I'm gonna wrap it up, okay? Navin says, okay, you said that I don't read your comments, but now I read, and that's what you say. Steven, you're kind of cute, no homo. I don't know, guy, man, you're unlucky a little bit today. Like, whatever I read that you say is something funny. By the way, just a question, why would you like to receive an email from any of us? I mean, are you seeking for business partners or people who might be interested in contracting your services? I mean, not exactly. My schedule is quite booked, even when it comes to the personal trainings, for example. There were some requests, but essentially now I'm kind of on that side, I'm fully booked. Live streams, I do live streaming, but I just encourage for emails. If someone has questions, at least we can help by responding to the question. That would be like something that we could do. So if there is any question, why not? My channel is not also that big, so I think me and my husband together can kind of pull it off and afford responding to those emails. And yeah, sometimes it's an offer, like, to do something together or collaborate. And again, it's up to the conversation. Even there might not be things that we do, essentially, it doesn't mean that all the emails we go through and we respond to, we necessarily do something with them. It's more about just engaging and, having conversations. You can also join Discord, but I think we need to put the right link. So Discord is also way more comfortable for having the community chat and, basically, having an updates there and always being able to ask questions and not only get some response from us, but from other members of the chat as well. As I say, try to build up the community. Who will win between Duplessis? I think Duplessis can, if it comes out, I don't know what is Hamzat's stamina now. If I know Duplessis is quite he's very unorthodox and he's very hard to deal with. It did not seem like that, but it's very difficult to deal with him, and he's very determined. Same as Hamzat. Hamzat is very dangerous fighter, very skilled fighter. I think he has this dangerous aura as well. But I think Duplessis might endure him. That's what I think. Though you never know. Okay, now we ask, Diana, can you beat me in a fight? I'm not a professional. Probably not. Even if I can, I'll say that I can't. I don't want to fight with everyone, okay? We can do light technical sparrings, teach each other something, actually do the productive work. I don't want to beat anyone. I don't want anyone to beat me either, unless it's a competition. I need to fight Hamzat. Aspinall ain't doing shit against Prime Jones. So that's a good. Yeah, it will be. I mean, John Jones' IQ is fighting IQ is one of the best. If you really rewatch his Prime fights, you'll see how good he was. Though Tom Aspinall is also very strong, very well-rounded fighter, very strong. He's also bigger than John Jones. He's very powerful as well. So you never know. I think that. But also, Jones has close fights. What was the fight with Race when Jones couldn't do much either, and that fight was quite rigid, and you could give it to Race. Unless if Jones was the champion, you could give it to Race, I think. So, I believe that between Jones and Aspinall at Jones' prime, that would be a close fight. That's what I think. Wait until you're 24, and then no fight experience. You're already bigger than me, and you're already heavier than me, so no, I'm not gonna be able to beat you. I can outspar you, meaning in the box, like doing the sparring, I can outspar you probably, but not beat you. Okay, that is two different things. According to me, Demetrius Johnson and GSP are arguably the only undisputed GOATs of UFC. Yeah, they never had the drug issue, I think, like the failed doping testing and any other type of criminal record. So I would say that. And yeah, I don't know, like when I saw Demetrius Johnson is another fighter that I really, really do like. Mighty Mouse, okay? So yeah, he's a great guy. And I love his podcast, and he's, even though he had like this downfall, I think what was it, in one championship was this where he fought and he had he lost quite a few times. He is a GOAT. Yeah, Chris agrees too. The DG and GSP are the GOATs. Gonna draw both in one of the next streams, but Ben Askren first. That is tattooed, but I'm definitely not gonna show that tattoo. I don't know. I never heard that. Did you maybe confuse you with the Tate brothers? I don't know. That's just a joke, okay? Don't take it seriously now. It's just joking. I like to troll sometimes too, okay? Bisping and running away from Johnny was a weak move. Well, also he had a big when he stopped at 2013 and he has like a 4-year gap and then came back 2017 to just he beat Bisping, and that's it. He retired. So he's like, if we look at the record, it's not necessarily the greatest record, but I think generally I just like GSP. I think he's a good guy, and well, you might disagree sometimes. There's certain beef with someone, and it doesn't determine them as a bad or good. It's just, there's someone who dislikes me for whatever reason. It doesn't mean that you have a reason to dislike me. But again, it's up to taste. No argument. I love the G. Yeah, I mean, Demetrius Johnson is I think he's one of the most liked fighters out there, pretty much. But anyways, guys, okay, I really do appreciate all of you being here, but it's getting really, really hot now, and it's also getting late. So just telling you one more time, this I drew today because you voted for me to draw Jon Jones. And now you also voted for me to do similar streams at least once a week when I'm drawing MMA and UFC fighters, which is, I think, gonna be fun and good for me. I'm also gonna get a chance to practice more of my drawing skill and just keep doing it. So yeah, I'm gonna see you next time. Happy weekend, guys. Watch all the fights, both boxing and MMA. let's talk about it in the beginning of next week, or even maybe Sunday night after those fights happen. Let's talk about let's just see, like let's have a conversations. Let's just see what happens and then discuss all of those topics. Okay. So appreciate you all. I see you in the next stream. Have a good one. Bye bye.